Hello, my dear student. Welcome to Dramatic Science. It's me, Oyon. Hope you people are safe in this present of time. This is the second lecture of the topic work, energy and power. So let's see what will be our main topic of discussion today. Come on. So today we have these 5 topics. Energy, number 1. Number 2 is different forms of energy. Number 3 is potential energy. Number 4, kinetic energy. And number 5, we will learn work energy theorem. Right. So let's start with the first topic, that is concept of energy. Here I have written few details about energy. Energy is basically the capacity of doing work. If a body has more energy, then it will do more work. So energy is just a capacitive measurement of work. So it is also an scalar quantity, means energy has only value but no direction, right? Its units are similar to the units of work, like in SI we will have joule and in CGS we will have arc. Other units of energy are kilowatt hour, number 1, kilowatt hour or BOT or unit. What is kilowatt hour? Suppose if we use any electrical instrument for 1 hour and if it dissipates 1 kilowatt power, then we will say energy dissipated by that instrument is 1 kilowatt hour or 1 BOT or 1 unit, right? हमारा जो घर में इलेक्ट्रिक बिल आता है वो इस यूनिट में कैलकुलेट होता है, किलोवाट आवर, BOT और यूनिट. So 1 kilowatt hour is 3.6 into 10 to the power 6 joule. Next, number 2 is calorie. Calorie is basically the energy, the unit of heat energy. 1 calorie equals to 4.2 joule. Precisely it is 4.18 joule. But for simplicity, we can consider almost 4.2 joule. Next is electron volt. It is unit in terms of small energy. So 1 electron volt equals to 1.6 10 to the power minus 19 joule. Electron volt, small e, capital V, right? So this is a basic description of energy. Now we will categorize in different forms of energy, right? So now here I have written different forms of energy. First one is mechanical, then heat energy, light energy, sound energy, nuclear energy, solar energy, geothermal energy, wind energy, so many kind of energy. But we will mainly focus in this chapter on mechanical energy, right? Mechanical energy is further categorized in 2 segments, that is potential energy and second one is kinetic energy. Potential energy has 2 types. Number 1 is gravitational potential energy and number 2 is elastic potential energy, right? At the case of kinetic energy, it has 3 types. Number 1 is translational, number 2 is rotational, and number 3 is basically vibrational, right? So these are the categories of energies. We will focus on this 1 2 3 4 5 category of energy, basically potential energy and kinetic energy, right? So here we have several characteristics of gravitational potential energy and elastic potential energy. First point, at the case of gravitational potential energy, this is due to the attraction of Earth. This is a body and Earth is attracting this body to downward direction. So the potential energy possessed in this body due to this attraction is his potential, gravitational potential energy, right? At infinity its value is 0. Basically, if the distance between Earth and the body increases, gravitational potential energy decreases, and if this body goes to infinity, basically that's a huge distance, then definitely gravitational potential energy will tend to 0. Okay, if distance increases, potential energy decreases, and at infinity, gravitational potential energy is simply 0. Its expression is mgh. मतलब suppose this is a mass of m and m. From ground, the height of this mass is h, right? So the energy possessed in this body, basically the gravitational energy possessed in this body is mgh. This is the expression of gravitational potential energy, right? Next, elastic potential energy. This is basically due to the change of shape and configuration of a body. Okay, so its expression is little bit complex, half kx square. We will learn this expression in class 11 physics. Half kx square is the expression of elastic potential energy, and this is applicable for spring. K is called spring constant and x is called displacement of the spring, right? So gravitational potential energy is basically due to the attraction of earth, and elastic potential energy is due to the change of configuration or shape of a body. Okay, next we will discuss kinetic energy, right? So here I have written few details about kinetic energy. First point, kinetic energy is possessed by a body due to the virtue of its motion. If a body moves with certain velocity or speed, then the energy possessed in that body will be its kinetic energy, right? Second is expression half mv square. If we consider a body of mass m and its velocity or speed as v, then this is the expression of kinetic energy. We will prove this. It's always positive. Why kinetic energy is always positive? It's a good question. See, m is the mass. Mass is always positive. V is the velocity. It can be positive, it can be negative. If v is negative, then v square, that means negative ka square is always positive. So m is positive and v square is positive. That's why the expression of kinetic energy or the value of kinetic energy is always positive, right? So now we will prove this expression half m v square. Okay, so this is the proof of the expression half m v square. So kindly take a screenshot so that you can write it on your copy. We are considering a mass small m, this body, which is initially moving with small v velocity, and after a certain time its final velocity is 0, that is it comes to rest, and its traveled displacement is s, right? As its final velocity becomes 0, that means we are applying some amount of retarding force to stop the motion of the body, right? So retarding force is F, and F is mass into acceleration, that is ma. So work done by this retarding force, W is force into displacement, F into S, and F is ma, and S को हमने ऐसे लिखा है. I think you know this formula, v square equal to u square minus 2as. Minus q because here retardation is happening, velocity is decreasing, that's why minus. तो इसको कैसे हमने s की जगह रिप्लेस किया, 2as को इस तरफ लेके आओ, v स्क्वायर को उस तरफ लेके जाओ, तो u स्क्वायर माइनस v स्क्वायर होगा, फिर 2a को नीचे डिवाइड कर दो, ये एक्सप्रेशन आएगा, राइट? मैंने जस्ट छोटा सा स्टेप जंप किया है, तो a गेट्स कैंसिल आउट, तो 2 देन m u की जगह ये स्मॉल v पुट कर दिया और v की जगह 0. सो दिस इज द एक्सप्रेशन, सिंपल इजी प्रूफ. दिस इज द एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ काइनेटिक एनर्जी. इधर एक देखो, अगर ये v कांस्टेंट होगा, दैट इज वेलोसिटी ऑफ द बॉडी इज कांस्टेंट, देन काइनेटिक एनर्जी k प्रोपोर्शनल टू m, मतलब जितना मास इंक्रीज होगा काइनेटिक एनर्जी उतना इंक्रीज होगा. फर्स्ट पॉइंट. सेकेंड पॉइंट, इफ मास इज कांस्टेंट, मतलब बॉडी का मास चेंज नहीं होगा, फिर अगर वेलोसिटी को इंक्रीज करेंगे, दैट इज v को इंक्रीज करेंगे, तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी स्क्वायर रेट में इंक्रीज होगा, राइट? सो दिस इज द एक्सप्रेशन एंड सॉल्यूशन. नेक्स्ट वी विल लर्न अबाउट वर्क एनर्जी थ्योरम, राइट? सो नेक्स्ट वी हैव द वर्क एनर्जी थ्योरम। इसका स्टेटमेंट क्या है? द वर्क डन बाय अ फोर्स ऑन अ मूविंग बॉडी is equal to the increase in its kinetic energy. That is, the change of kinetic energy of a body will be equal to its work done. That means work done equal to increase in kinetic energy, right? Work done equals to increase in kinetic energy. इस लाइन को अपने कॉपी में नोट करके रखो. So we are considering initial kinetic energy as Ki of a body and final kinetic energy is Kf. Obviously Kf is greater than Ki. तो ये दोनों काइनेटिक एनर्जी का जो डिफरेंस होगा वो ऑब्जेक्ट का वर्क डन. एज Kf is greater than Ki, तो डेफिनेटली दिस टर्म विल बी पॉजिटिव. दैट मीन्स काइनेटिक एनर्जी विल बी इंक्रीज्ड. तो कितना इंक्रीज हुआ, दैट विल बी द मेजरमेंट ऑफ वर्क डन, राइट. तो इस थ्योरम को, इस एक्सप्रेशन को हम प्रूव करेंगे. सो हियर इज द प्रूफ. वी आर कंसिडरिंग अ बॉडी ऑफ मास स्मॉल m हैविंग इनिशियल वेलोसिटी u and final velocity v. Here final velocity will be greater than initial velocity. That means the body will be in accelerated motion, right? And the displacement is, as you can see, s. So applied force on the body is ma, mass into acceleration. Work done by this force Fs, F into s. F is ma और s को कैसे रिप्लेस किया? v स्क्वायर माइनस यू स्क्वायर बाई 2a. कैसे हुआ? दिस इज द फॉर्मूला. v स्क्वायर इक्वल टू यू स्क्वायर प्लस 2as. एक्सीलरेटेड मोशन है इसलिए प्लस होगा, तो यू स्क्वायर को इस तरफ लाया, दैट इज v स्क्वायर माइनस यू स्क्वायर. फिर ये जो 2a है इसको डिवाइड कर दिया, तो अल्टीमेटली v स्क्वायर माइनस यू स्क्वायर बाई 2a इक्वल्स टू s. तो सिंपली इधर पुट कर दिया, a कैंसिल हो गया, तो m को मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया, ये नीचे हाफ है तो हाफ एम v स्क्वायर हाफ एम यू स्क्वायर. दिस इज द एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ फाइनल काइनेटिक एनर्जी, क्योंकि v तो फाइनल वेलोसिटी है, एंड दिस इज द एक्सप्रेशन ऑफ इनिशियल काइनेटिक एनर्जी, दैट इज ki. तो kf माइनस ki, राइट. v is greater than u, then definitely we can say kf greater than ki, that is del k equals to positive, so w equals to positive. That means work done will be equal to the increase in kinetic energy, and here del k means del represents change of kinetic energy, right. तो ये डेल के इधर पॉजिटिव है तो W पॉजिटिव हो गया. दैट मीन्स वर्क डन इक्वल टू इंक्रीज इन काइनेटिक एनर्जी, राइट. सो दिस इज द होल टॉपिक ऑफ टुडेज आवर मेनू. आई होप दिस हैज हेल्प्ड यू इन लर्निंग दिस वर्क एनर्जी पावर. Again we will have lecture number 3 where I will discuss conservation of energy, right, conservation of mechanical energy. So let's wait for the video of lecture 3, and tab tak if you like this video give the thumbs up, do comment, subscribe and share with your buddies. तो तब तक के लिए bye bye, namaskar, have a good time.